Today I'd like to talk about one concept, inventory, in our major operations management. This concept is very important, so today I'm gonna give you some idea about this concept, basic concept. So several examples in our daily life is like in the supermarket, those food and supplies, magazines, they are all inventory actually in this category. And in department store, toys, clothing, and in hospital drugs, glass, sheets, in manufacturing, the raw materials, and finished goods and spare parts, they all belong to the inventory. They all called inventory. So there are several types of inventories. One type is raw materials and purchase parts. And the second type is working process inventory. The raw material is what you buy as a raw material and store it for manufacturing something else. And working process is as it means by words. So I don't think I need to explain it. The second type is finished good inventory, which is ready to sell. And the fourth one is for manufacturing firms. The fourth type is merchandise, that is for retail stores. They are placed in the shelves ready for the consumer to buy. And there are other type, which is replacement parts, tools, and supplies. And this part is very important in our major. We started with it always. Goods in transit, we try to minimize the cost for the inventory, which is in transit. Let's go to inventory is money. We don't want to store too much inventories in our maybe factory or something. See this example, these chairs, they all cost some money for each chair. We just learned the time value of the money, right, from finance class. If you store there and there is the interest rate for those money, right? So for each day is their depreciation every day. So we don't want to store much inventory, but we cannot have no inventories. And let's focus on these terms in finance, which is return on investment. This is very important parameters in the investing, which is consumer investors focus on this term. This profit after tax is if you store less inventory and sell and then try to or store less, then profit will be higher. And the total assets will be lower because total assets include the inventory. If inventory is less value, and then total assets will be lower. So this ratio will be higher. So that's what the investor wanted. So that's why the importance of the inventory. So what are the functions of inventories? Inventory have several functions. These are actually for anticipation. You anticipate some demand will come in, so you store that product to sell to the customer. And seasonal, which is like the Christmas, Thanksgiving, consumer buy lots of stuff at that moment, so you store that thing. Or the winter, summer goods related to the summer, you store that right before the summer. That is for seasonal inventory. Decoupling stock is you decouple the different function stocks so that when you operate, you ready to pick. And safety stock is just the demand is random. You don't know when it is high, when it is low. So in order to smooth the demand, you need to have some safety stock to avoid the stock outs. And cycle stock is that there are order cycles. You order something and it's prepared and ship the order. That's order cycle stock. And type 5 inventory is that those are specific to the flowing, like like the oil or water or something like that, that type of inventory. You can use this kind of pipeline inventory. And hedging inventory is to help hedge against price increase. That is, you know in the future, in the near future, the price is gonna become higher. So you store in advance, like the gas. We know some gas station or companies they store more before the gas price goes high. The objective for inventory control is to achieve satisfactory levels of customer service while keeping inventory cost within reasonable bounds. As I said, we want to keep the inventory level as low as possible, but we cannot have no inventories. That is because we want to have a high customer service also. So this is why we want to have inventories. This is a survey from 71,000 consumer worldwide. This is the percentage if the item they want to buy is not there. So they either don't buy the item anymore or delay purchase or buy another brand or buy items from another store. It's a percentage. So under these circumstances, it's like missed deliveries, lost sales, and dissatisfied customers. So that is a drawback for inventory. That is benefit for inventory. If you have inventory, you can avoid these things effective. If you have more inventory, then as I said, there are money tied up there. So these are measures for inventory performance. Let's focus on this one, which is average cost of goods sold and average inventory investment. This is the total money you invested in your inventory. This is your revenue is like. If this ratio is high, that means your inventory management is efficient. Yes, and okay, let's keep it short. And in order to have an effective inventory management, there are several points we need to pay attention to. System need to keep track of the inventory. We have to have some idea about how much inventory we have now, and we have to have a reliable demand forecast. That is very important, and we need to know